Hi, this is Jeff with Lock Connection. Today I'm going to show you how to sync this Bluetooth lock to your phone. So this is part number BT-CAB, C-A-B, and it is a Bluetooth lock, cabinet lock. You can download the app either on iOS or Android and it'll look the same. So you need to download this app here, OmniSmart. That's the one you need to download. Once you download it in the App Store, you will have to create a username and password. Once you have that all done, basically just open the app. And you'll see when I open it, it automatically comes onto it. So I just have it set so my username and password, I just never log out. So if I wanted to sign out, I could sign out. I could sign out right here. And then the next time I open the app, I would have to put in my username and password. I just simply shut the app. I don't actually ever sign out of it. So whenever I open it, it automatically comes to this screen. And you'll see I'm on this screen here. I already have one lock synced to my phone. So if you click that lock, it pulls you up to this next screen. You'll see here there's a connect button, and then there's unlock and unlock history. If you try to unlock it right now, it will say please connect the device. So basically you have to connect the device first. Once you connect it, you'll see these turn green, indicating that it's now connected to that lock. And then you could unlock it. Hit the unlock button. You just heard the motor run there, and you'll see in a couple seconds that the slider pane comes back out. Now it's locked. So it only stays connected to the lock for about 4 seconds. And it does this because to try and save the battery. So if I want to reopen it, I would have to hit the connect button and unlock again. But right now, I'm going to just show you one other thing. So this is called the grid mode, like this, the grid list. So that's how it looks. I like the other list display. So if you click that, it's going to pull it up and it looks a little different. So you see the name of the lock. This is just called lock. Has the serial number of the lock ending in 239, and it's 239 on there. But the reason I like this mode better is because you can just hit the unlock button right here. And when you do that, it will unlock it. It connects to it, unlocks it, all in the same push of the button, and then it automatically locks. So you don't have to go to another screen. So on the very first screen you open, you can just unlock it. Hit the unlock button, it'll connect to it and open it up. So it's much better than going to another screen to have to actually do something else before you actually unlock it. So this mode is much better. Now if you want to add a lock, all you have to do is hit the plus button up here on the right hand side. You're going to see it pulls up a bunch of different stuff on here on this screen. None of this is important. All of this is just different locks and applications that the manufacturer makes product for. None of this is important though. You don't actually have to push anything. All you have to do is hit the nearby device. When you do that, it basically pulls up all the devices that are within Bluetooth range. So this is the next lock. I'm going to sync to it. So you can see it's 09B. So I just looked that up on the list. 09B as the very first one here. I'm going to push that. And it's going to say, okay, what's the device name? So push there. I'm going to call it lock new. You'll hit confirm. It pulls you to this screen. This is family management screen. So you can basically create a folder name. So if I wanted to say I have 4 locks in the living room, I could create a family name, say living room, and then have each lock named inside of that family folder. But once again, to get to that, I have to come to this screen, hit the family folder screen, and then hit the lock button. I don't really see any use for that. Typically, people aren't going to have 100 locks on here. You're going to have a couple because you can name everything right here. So I could call this living room cabinet, or living room dining, or living room end table, whatever I want to call it, so I would already know what it is. So I just do it all right on this screen. Also, you can see the new lock that I sync to it doesn't even show up on here. So what you have to do, basically just close the app and reopen it. Now it will show up here. So Lock New is the one I created. You can see when I hit the unlock button, it will unlock it. And about 4 seconds later, it just automatically locks and it disconnects. So it's pretty simple. If you want to see other details about the lock, you can just push the lock itself. You can look at unlock history. So it shows you when it was unlocked, the time, who unlocked it. You can delete the device down here towards the bottom. You can hit delete. You can either proceed to delete the lock from my app, or dismiss. Just basically go back, don't delete it. You're going to see on here low battery unlock. You definitely want to make sure that is green. Right now, if the battery gets low, too low to operate the motor, it will stay locked. So you always want this to be green. And you'll see here down at the bottom, you have to connect to it. So you push that, it's going to connect to it. It's green, and this is already green. So I already had that selected, but if it wasn't, you would just hit that button and turn it to green. So after 4 seconds, this is going to automatically disconnect, or I can disconnect it right now if I wanted to. And sometimes when you hit this connect button, sometimes, and here it is right here, sometimes it just sits there and spins. It doesn't actually connect to the lock. So one way around that is, once this gets done, I'll show you. So this is, I believe, a bug in the application, and it doesn't always work correctly. But if you didn't switch this to green yet, and you need to, but it just keeps spinning like that, just hit the back button. So get to the front screen here. You would hit unlock, and when you do that, remember, it automatically connects to it. So once that check mark leaves, you can hit the lock button, the name of it, and go into the next screen and change it. But you only have about 1 second to do it. So I'm going to do it here pretty fast. So unlock, it unlocks it. Once that leaves, hit that button and then hit this right away. And now I turned it back to off. So I want it on. So I'm going to go back and do it again. Unlock. When this screen leaves, hit that button and then hit that. And that saves it. So whenever you hit the connect button when you're in the lock detail screen, if it doesn't connect, that's how you get it. That's how you change that button. And that's really the only button that's important. So just always make sure that's on the green button, and everything else is fine. You can also share this lock with other people. And I'm not going to show that on this video. The only other thing I'm going to show you is that if you want to, I already showed this once, but if you want to delete it, you just hit the delete button and hit the proceed, and it will delete the lock from your app. And then someone else who wants to be the administrator of this lock could download the lock on theirs. Only one person can be the administrator of the lock. So if I have it downloaded on my phone, nobody else can be the administrator. I would actually have to give sharing capabilities to another user. So I hope that helped a little bit. If you have any questions, you can always contact us, info@lockconnection.net. Have a good day. Thank you.